Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. Welcome to English grade 7 video lessons. I'm your instructor Zahmid. I hope that you're doing well and you're enjoying learning. Now that we are done with our unit number 2, we will be dealing with unit number 3. The title is Paradise or Paradise Lost. The theme is about environmental education. The sub-theme is making sustainable lifestyle choice. Now, after thoroughly reading the text of the lesson, now it's time to explore the students' learning outcomes that we have in this different competencies. But first, let's give a quick overview of the theme that we explored through this unit's lessons text. Now, this unit focuses on environmental education, emphasizing the importance of making sustainable lifestyle choices. Students will learn about the impact of human activities on the environment and explore ways to adopt more sustainable practices in their daily lives. Now, you have read this lesson. Now, it is very much important that we learn about the sub-theme and the theme that we mentioned in the lesson. Here is a quick overview to remind you of the main ideas that we explored in this lesson. Now, let's get to our students' learning outcome that we divided in these different lecture series that you will see in order to understand about these students' learning outcomes. So, our lecture number 1 is divided into two parts. Lecture 1A and 1B. Now for 1A, the SLO that we will be covering is identify and use personal pronouns. For example, he, she, they, her, his, him, their, them. Demonstrative like this, that. Interrogative, for example, which, who. Reciprocal pronouns, for example, each other, and indefinite pronouns like anybody or somebody. So this is all about the competency of grammar. In lecture number 1A, we will be exploring the different kind of personal pronouns with interrogative, demonstrative, reciprocal, and also our indefinite pronouns that you all already know and you have read it, anybody, somebody. So all these different pronouns will be explored in lecture 1A. With our lecture number 1B, again it's about the competency of grammar. It says demonstrate use of pronoun antecedent agreement, recognizing their relationship. For example, singular pronouns requires singular antecedent, plural pronouns required plural pronouns. Now, you are already familiar with the term pronoun antecedent and pronoun antecedent agreement. Now, we will be seeing different scenarios with singular and plural pronouns. With our lecture number 2, we will be exploring the SLO of understand and utilize similes, metaphor, personification, mood, alliteration, imagery, and onomatopoeia. All these are figurative literary devices in figurative language. Some of them are given here. Onomatopoeia examples like clang, buzz, twang, given in the text and paragraph writing. So, let's see. We are supposed to learn about similes, metaphors, personification, mood, alliteration, imagery, and finally onomatopoeia. All these are literary figurative devices, figures of speech that we will be covering in this lesson. Now with our lecture number 3A, let's try to read and understand the student's learning outcome. It says analyze how a particular sentence, chapter, scene, or stanzas fit into the overall structure of a text and contributes to the development of the theme, setting, or plot. Now, we will be covering all these things that is highlighted. We will be analyzing any sentence or chapter or scene or stanza that fits into the overall structure of a text and contribute to the development of the theme, setting or plot. So this is all about trying to read and understand and analyze different sentences in different scenarios. With our lecture number 3B, the SLO is identify rhyme and rhythm, repetition, similes, metaphors, personification and sensory images in poems. So to analyze poems, we will be looking at all these things in our student learning outcome and in our lecture number 3B. Now, coming to lecture number 4, which is also divided in different parts. Now, lecture 4A's SLO is perform a drama or play script showing different roles and scenarios through deliberate choice of dialogues, speeches, gestures and movements. Now this one is about oral communication and you have to perform it. You have to perform any drama or a play script showing different roles. You can take up any role, different scenarios through deliberate choice of dialogues or speech if included and gestures and movements. So in this oral competencies SLO, you have to step into the on the stage and perform to get the most out of the students' learning outcome that we have right in front of you. So this was about lecture 4A. With lecture 4B, which is also our last lecture, the SLO is about writing. With the competency of writing, let's begin by reading our students' learning outcome. It says, write a paragraph of free writing for fluency, creativity, brainstorming or pleasure. Now, free writing is a technique of writing to write all your ideas and put all your ideas onto the paper. So we will be exploring free writing and ultimately we will also be seeing how do we do creativity in our writing and how do we use techniques like brainstorming or pleasure. So free writing fulfills all these things and we will be looking at how do we do free writing in our writing competency. Thank you for listening to this introduction lecture for unit number 3. My dear learners, will have a great time learning about all these different SLOs and covering them in our upcoming lecture series. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.